First, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello everyone, this is Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibbler. Thank you very much for joining us here today. We are live streaming from the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom, as we do every weekday starting at 1 o'clock. And we appreciate you joining us, however it is that you found us for this segment. And today we are talking about Animal Aid of Portland and an upcoming event they have to benefit all the work that they do. What is that work, you may be asking? What is the event? Well, that's what we're going to find out here in this segment, because we are joined now by Julie Rodriguez, a volunteer manager and finance manager for Animal Aid of Portland. And Julie, it is great to have you on, but more importantly, I mean, I don't mean more importantly, but very importantly, I would imagine, I think everybody's going to want to know who your special guest is right there.
Hi, Greg. This is Nimbus. He is an 11-year-old sweet boy. We just recently discovered that he has an underlying heart condition, but it's really manageable. He's on meds and he's adoptable.
And he's adoptable. Okay, so there we go. There's a perfect example right there of something that you do. So let's get into that a little bit more, though. Would you mind letting everybody know about the organization itself and maybe really what you're all about?
Sure. Animal Aid has been around since 1969. We are a free-roam, no-kill cat shelter. All of our dogs are in foster homes. It's one of the things I think that sets us apart. We don't have cages. We have a really large main room where the cats that get together can roam around. And then we have separate rooms for those that are maybe shy. We also have some cats in foster if maybe they're more medically fragile. But yeah, that's our job, taking care of the animals and getting them in their forever homes.
And where are your locations at?
We are located at 5335 Southwest 42nd Avenue, just backside of Multnomah Village, kind of Hillsdale area.
Gotcha. Yep. And so that's where the location is. And then for the animals that come in, like Nimbus there, where do they, I guess, how are they brought into you? How does that happen?
Yeah. So we work with other organizations. Cat hair. We work with other organizations, maybe that are all foster based that don't have space. So then they'll ask if we have availability. Ever since the pandemic started, we kind of rearranged how we intake cats. We do have a system online for intake forms for cats and dogs, but it's purely based on the availability that we have. And sometimes we have partner vets that ask us, to take in an animal. Maybe their person has passed away or has to go to a care facility, so then they come to us.
So a lot of different ways then, it kind of seems like how that can happen and how that works out. But once you have them, so you mentioned it's no-kill shelter, dogs go into foster care. So what kind of care do you provide for the animals while they're there within your facilities or within your purview?
Yeah, well, with Nimbus, he had several emergency vet appointments. A lot of kind of trial and error, what was wrong with him until we discovered his heart condition. Most of the animals come to us spayed or neutered. If they are not, that is the first thing that we take care of. We don't want to have any more cats out in the world. We do dentals. We do all of the vaccinations. Everything is up to date here on cats and dogs. And we just keep them as healthy as we can and then get them into their homes.
And then get them into their new forever homes where they're going to be going.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, for funding for something like that, obviously that costs a lot of money. Everything does, but vet care like that can, between supplies and the cost of the care, that can be a big issue, I'm sure. So how is it that you go about gathering funding to do all this work?
So we have a membership program. We just ran a new membership program earlier in the spring. We have quite a few member donors at all different levels. So that's one way. We do get some grants, but a lot of our annual budget comes from major fundraisers.
And that would be... go ahead.
We have two of those, yeah.
Yeah, so the major fundraisers are where a lot of that happens. And one of those is the one coming up, which is Rendezvous for Rescue. Can you tell us about that event and what that is?
Absolutely. Rendezvous for Rescue is an annual fundraiser. This one, the theme is Shake, Rattle, and Raise Your Paddle. It's 1950s rock and roll theme. Poison Waters is our MC almost every year. She's great. And this year, we're incorporating Poison Waters and friends. So there will be drag performances. We have some 50s and 60s cars that will be parked outside that people can take photos with beforehand. And we also have a wall of wine with a wonderful assortment. We have silent auction baskets. We have 37 of them. We have a Maui condo up for auction. We have beach house. We have several wine baskets, alcohol baskets, local businesses that have donated. We have a golden ticket. 50 of those will be sold, and the prize is $500 cash.
Nice. That's a lot of things going into that.
A lot of things.
A lot of things going into that, and then of course Poison Waters and Friends hosting. What do you think is the most important thing that people should know in general about, the state of animals, pets in particular, that may be in need in this area?
Honestly, I think since the pandemic hit, we have had the most rehoming calls that we've ever received. Whether it's my apartment changed, the fact that we can have animals, or I lost my job. Being able to afford an animal is costly. So the way that, other smaller organizations are having the pressure of intaking these animals, it's been a real heavy the last 5 years. It's a big issue. Or you have the people that are going back to work and they have a pandemic puppy and they're in an apartment and it barks and now they have to get rid of it.
Yeah, now they can't be there all day. 24 hours hanging out with the dog. For people out there who are looking to adopt, and maybe go through you all, what is the best way for them to do that, and what's that process like?
So we have a website. It's animalaidpdx.org. We have all of our adoptables listed there. We're also open Monday through Friday between 11 and 4 for walk-in. You can come meet the cats. We are ready and willing to have conversations with you, show you around, tell you the cats and dogs' personalities. The adoption process takes maybe about a week. We do have a committee that says yes or no. And then you are able to come take your furry friend home. And,
for you, obviously this is something, you care deeply about. You've been doing this, I don't know how long you've been doing this, but, just doing this, you have to actually really care. So what is it about this work that keeps you coming back and keeps you so passionate about doing it?
Sure. So I've been here almost 11 years, and our animal care manager has been here 13. And that's pretty rare in the animal welfare world because it's heart work and it can be depressing. But I think what sets us apart again is just the fact that the animals can stay here for as long as they need to until they get adopted. We don't have to euthanize for space. It's just they can just hang out. And if we find that they are just not liking shelter life after they've been here, we'll put them in foster in a home situation. Yeah, it's just seeing these animals go into their forever homes, some that were very behavioral when they first came in. It's the work of our socializers, our volunteers that come in every day and work with them that make them the animals that they are.
So a socializer, so that's somebody who comes in and just spends some time with
Yes, you can come in for an hour per week and play with the cats.
I mean, come on, that's pretty great. So that's something that people can sign up for and volunteer to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just contact me.
All right. Well, there we go. Well, let's remind everybody again about the event, this particular one, this fundraising event coming up of, the when, where, and how people can participate.
Sure. On our website, animalaidpdx.org, we've got an events page. There's linked to tickets right there. I think we have maybe a handful-ish left. You can also come in, talk with us, buy tickets here. Let's sell it out. We're almost sold out.
That's great. So people can go there, and then of course there's plenty of other ways too that I'm sure that they can donate or volunteer, as we were talking about, even beyond this event itself. And Julie, thank you very much for joining us. Anything else that you think is important for us to get out there?
Spay and neuter. Spay and neuter, and join us at Rendezvous.
Fair enough. And Nimbus, good to see you as well. And yeah, it's a rough situation going on there, obviously, for Nimbus. But thank you very much, for joining us, Julie. I really, really appreciate it, and just the work that you do. And thanks for joining us here on Fox 12 Now to get the word out.
Thanks for having me, Greg.
And for everybody watching, this, as I mentioned, this is Fox 12 Now. We are live streaming here. We do this every weekday. We start at 1 o'clock. We go throughout the afternoon. And we cover a wide range of topics. Sometimes that could be breaking news. This is the place to go. But the best way to watch is generally the Fox 12 Oregon app. We always recommend that, whether it's on your streaming device or on your phone, or the website, or if you found us on YouTube, however it is. Thanks for doing so. Don't forget to share these segments as well. But we will be back soon here. We've got stuff all throughout the afternoon for you. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now. And